portion of this video is sponsored by Neutrogena. Good evening, friends. Wow, it's dark in here. Welcome to my night routine. The lighting is going to be like this the whole time, which may annoy me, but I am just chalking it up to it adds to the cozy vibes. So what's up, you guys? It's Hannah. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another vlog. Today I am going to be doing my cozy and relaxing night routine that I like to do. Really take my night times seriously for relaxation. I love unwinding at the end of the day. It's like my absolute favorite thing ever. Added bonus, you get to end the night with sleeping, which is arguably my most favorite thing to do. On the agenda tonight, we are going to be doing my nighttime skincare, obviously. I'm going to be cooking my actual favorite meal from home. It's a pasta dish and it is from the cookbook that my mom gave me for Christmas a couple years ago. If you know, you know. We're gonna do a little home cooking with Hannah segment and cook that together, and I'm so excited. And then tidying up the kitchen because I love going to bed knowing that everything is clean and then I'm gonna wake up the next day to a clean apartment and specifically kitchen, because that's like my least favorite thing to clean. And then Charlie and I are gonna have our nighttime treat and play session, and after that I will probably just go to bed. It's gonna be a wonderful night. It's gonna be relaxing, very cozy vibes, and I'm excited to bring you guys along with me. I'm absolutely sweating. Give me a second. My internal temperature fluctuates so aggressively. So we're gonna start off the night with my skincare routine. I can't think of a better way to start off the night. I feel like when my skin is refreshed and I have all of my various acne medications on, then I can truly relax. So let's head over to the bathroom and do nighttime skincare. Oh my god, this lighting is terrifying. It just looks so green. Alright, the lighting in here is garbage, but there's literally nothing we can do about it. Also, I just dyed my hair last night, the roots, and I feel like a brand new woman. Okay, now I'm ready to start my skincare routine. But before I do that, I want to say that this portion of the video is sponsored by Neutrogena. So thank you so much to Neutrogena for sponsoring today. So I went through this phase where I felt like my skincare routine had to be like a million steps and it had to be all fancy and everything and using all of these different products. I quickly realized that everybody's skincare journey is so different, and for me, what works best is just sticking to the basics and the simplest, gentlest products that I can use for my skin. My skin is extremely sensitive and I have been battling some pretty intense acne for the past year or so. I have been going to the dermatologist. This is what my skin looked like around June of 2021, so less than a year ago. And then this is what it looks like now. It's very important for me that I have products that are safe for my sensitive skin. Also, the acne products that I am prescribed do dry my skin out a good bit, coupled with just the winter time, which always makes my skin dry. I am seriously in need of hydration, and the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Hydrating Cleansing Gel is exactly what my skin needs. This cleanser gently and effectively cleanses without drying or stripping skin, which is so important, so you don't have to worry about getting that very uncomfortable, tight feeling after washing your face that you might get with some other cleansers. The lightweight foaming formula lathers easily and rinses completely clean with no residue left behind. It also has hyaluronic acid in it, which is clinically proven to boost hydration and lock it in. And it is now fragrance free, which is amazing. I don't use any products with fragrance in them on my skin because, like I said, it's very sensitive, so this is perfect. So if you are looking for a new hydrating and gentle cleanser to add into your skincare routine, I highly recommend you try out this one, and you can click the links below to check it out and grab it for yourself. Again, thank you so much to Neutrogena for sponsoring this portion of the video, and now let's finish up my skincare. Right after I wash my face, I go in with this. This is tretinoin cream. This was prescribed to me by my dermatologist, so this is one of the 2 topical acne medications that I put on every night. Okay, so now the second acne medication that I am putting on is clindamycin phosphate topical lotion. Another dermatologist prescription. I don't think I've really talked much about my acne journey on this channel. I don't remember if I have, to be honest. My face had been actually doing really well, and then it was, I want to say, the beginning of my senior year of college, which was 2020. I was maybe starting to notice some acne, and the products that I had been using specifically for acne up until that point, they weren't from the dermatologist or anything. They used to really work for that, and for some reason with this new like round of acne that I had, they were not helping. So I ended up having acne like all on this side of my face and also on this side. So it was really only on like the cheekbone area. It was bad. I tried everything for several months until I was able to call the dermatologist and actually get an appointment. So I think it was probably the beginning of the summer of 2021, like right after I graduated from college, is when I finally called the dermatologist and set up an appointment. They were so booked out that I had to wait until August to get in. So this was just this past August, right before I moved here. Finally was able to get in, and they prescribed me my oral medication, one of them, which is doxycycline. And they also prescribed me the 2 creams that I just put on. And then just recently, I started another oral medication because I'm weaning off of doxycycline and onto spironolactone. That's something that you can take more long-term, and doxycycline is an antibiotic, which obviously you don't want to take forever. I started taking all of those back in August, and this is where we are. I did have a random pimple show up a few days ago, which is extremely rude, so I'm just patiently waiting for that to go away. But other than that, I'm so beyond grateful that these things are working, because acne is just, I don't know how to explain it. It really took a blow to like my confidence. I felt like I always had to wear makeup when I left the house ever, because my acne was so, like, I was so embarrassed of it, which is so dumb because it's not something to be embarrassed about and it's very normal. But I don't know, it made me feel so insecure. So finally being able to figure something out that works is literally a godsend. And then the last thing I'm doing is just putting on some moisturizer. I do still have some hyperpigmentation, especially here from where the acne was, but I am seeing that slowly but surely fade. My dermatologist did say that that would take a while to like completely go away. That's it for my skincare routine. My nighttime one. My morning one is the same thing, except not the acne products, because it's only once a day. I can see. Oh my god. Why did nobody tell me I looked like this? Alright, let's move out of here in this terrible lighting immediately. This is me in my true form, my favorite form. So now that that's done, it has reached my absolute favorite time of the night, which is dinner time. So I'm gonna head over to the kitchen and we can discuss what we are making tonight. Lighting is bad. Alright, welcome to the kitchen. This is where the magic happens. Tonight, I am making probably my favorite pasta dish of all time. I grew up with my mom making this. She's been making this for so many years. It was always my favorite at home, and it's still my favorite here. So that's what we're gonna make. It has fettuccine. It's like a creamy sauce with ham and mushrooms. It is genuinely so freaking good. And I'm so excited to share this recipe with you guys because it is one that means a lot to me. So I'm gonna do this like I did the last home cooking with Hannah segment. I'm just gonna film everything and voice over it. I feel like that's just the easiest way for me to not take 7 hours to cook, but also show you guys everything I'm doing. So without further ado, let's get cooking. Hello everybody. Let's start with the ingredients that you're gonna need. Also, I did have to blur all of the logos for copyright purposes, so if you notice that, that is why, but the brands don't actually matter. First, you're gonna need a package of white mushrooms. I usually get sliced ones, but they didn't have them, so I had to get whole and I just sliced them myself. You also need a ham steak. It's basically just a thick slice of ham. A pint of heavy whipping cream, a yellow onion, you should only need one, some salt and pepper, butter to grease the pan, parsley, you could use dried or fresh, but the directions do change depending on which which one you have. And then you also need chicken broth or something to make chicken broth with, and a 16-ounce package of fettuccine. So once again, here are all of the ingredients written out. I thought this would be easier if anyone wants to like screenshot this or something, and all of the amounts that you're gonna need. My first step when cooking anything is to prepare all of the ingredients. So if anything needs cut or peeled or whatever it is, I do all of that first so that I don't have to do it while I'm trying to cook. I'm not at that level yet where I can multitask. Here I'm just taking the yellow onion and I'm going to chop it up. I actually learned this really interesting way of chopping an onion that I have been doing ever since I learned it because it's so helpful. I learned it from a YouTube video, so I will try to find that video and I'll link it down below if I can find it, because seriously, it has changed my life. You need 3 cups of chopped onions. So is this chopped or diced? Whatever it is, this is what it looks like. You need a 1/4 cup of onion. So I only used 1/2 of the onion because that gave me enough. My next task is to slice the mushrooms that I got. Like I said, I usually do get the pack that's like pre-sliced, but they were out of those at the store. So I got the whole ones and I'm just slicing them myself. Don't worry, I did rinse these off before doing this. You need 3 cups total of the sliced mushrooms, so I pretty much used the whole package that I bought. The last thing that I need to cut is the ham steak, so I'm taking the whole thing out. This is a 7-ounce one. You can use a 7-ounce or 8-ounce, whichever one you can find at the store. I'm cutting this into pieces that are ideally 1 inch long by 1/4 inch wide. Is that correct? Anyway, I'm just cutting the whole thing up. It's okay if they're not perfect. They're all getting thrown in the mix with everything else anyway. Next, I'm taking this big pot that I'm going to use to cook the pasta, and I'm filling it with water a while and sprinkling some salt in there. I don't know, my mom always does it, so I do it too. So I'm turning the stove on for that so that it can start heating up. Then in this pan, I'm heating about 1.5 tablespoons of butter over medium-high heat. And then once the butter is all melted, I am adding in the mushrooms, the onion, the ham, and the parsley into this pan and just stirring it up so that it all gets coated in the butter. Once all of that is in there and it's starting to cook a little, I'm stirring in 1/3 cup of chicken broth. But before I do that, I'm going to take a brief moment of silence for some ASMR content. There's like a million different ways that you can get chicken broth. You could use chicken stock, you can use actual chicken broth, you can use a bouillon cube, whatever works for you. I'm using the bouillon paste type of thing, and you just dissolve it into some water and then pour it in. So then once you stir that in, you're gonna wanna cook it uncovered on medium-high heat until the liquid has mostly evaporated. After that is done, you're gonna wanna add in the pint of heavy whipping cream and 1/2 teaspoon of salt and pepper respectively. And then you wanna heat that to boiling, and then once it starts boiling, you want to reduce the heat and simmer it uncovered for about 15 minutes, stirring frequently until thickened. Yes, I did just read my mom's directions verbatim. At this point, the water for the pasta started boiling, so I went ahead and added in the package of fettuccine, and you're just going to want to cook that as directed on your package. Mine recommended about 9 minutes, so I set my timer for that. By the time the pasta was done cooking and I drained it and everything else was also done cooking. So this is the easy part. You just have to combine the pasta with the sauce. I actually do not put all of the pasta in the sauce. I kind of just eyeball it to see how much I want to add in. I like there to be a lot of sauce, so I don't want there to be like, you know what I mean, too much pasta. That's the worst, when there's just like not enough sauce to go around. So it's really up to your own preference what you want to do. So yeah, that is it. Fighting back tears right now as I smell this. Oh my god. Okay, I'm so excited. Did I kill it? Did I kill it? Let's see. Cheers. This may be my best yet. I think this is my best yet. Wow. I'm gonna cry. I am now going to sit here and devour this in under 5 minutes and watch a YouTube video while I'm doing so. I always like to catch up on YouTube or something while I'm eating dinner. It kind of feels like I'm having, you know, a dinner table conversation with someone like I would when I lived at home. It's comforting, and I love watching when eating. What? I love eating when watching. I love I love watching YouTube videos when eating. What is going on? Anywho, I'm gonna do that now. I might eat the whole pan tonight. I'm not kidding. This is life-changing. Y'all, I am so tired. Oh my God. I don't know if it's the pasta putting me to sleep. What? It's literally 9 o'clock and I could easily go to bed right now and sleep a full 8 hours. This is not ideal. Not ideal at all. I still have to clean the kitchen. I know, Charlie, and we're gonna have to play. Me and Charlie still have to play. I can't go to sleep yet, but I really want to. Okay, I am going to clean up from dinner and put away the rest of the pasta. This is one of my least favorite things to do. Cooking is all fun and games until you have to clean it up. So I'm gonna do that now against my will. And then I might make some tea actually tonight. I'm in the mood for some tea. That'll probably just make me more tired, but it's fine. I'm gonna go clean the kitchen and I will talk to y'all when I'm done. Oh my gosh. I finished cleaning up the kitchen as you guys saw. I hate doing it, but it looks so nice when it's done, so I am glad that I did it. I made some tea as you saw, and I just cleaned Charlie's litter box. And now we're here. I feel like I haven't even talked that much in this vlog directly to the camera, which is weird, but maybe that's for the best. It's now playtime with Charlie. Charlie and I play together every single night, but first I need to give her her treat. I gave her this little treat. It's in a tube. It's kind of like a kitty Go-Gurt. I give it to her every single night without fail. Right, Charlie? So I'm gonna go grab that now. Want treat? Want treat? Good girl. Oh girl. What are you gonna do? You wanna play? Alright, first game that we're going to attempt to play is catfishing. Fish just swim on the screen. She has to try and get them. So let's see if she'll play. She doesn't like the camera. I think she's camera shy. Yeah, she wasn't in the mood for that game, so. You wanna play with this? She acts like she wants to play, and then I sit down to play, and she's like, actually, no, I don't want to play anymore. Like, she only wants to play on her terms, but when she wants to play, she cries nonstop until you play. But then when I want to play, you don't want to play. Good girl. We're getting somewhere. Show them your jumps. Show them your jumps. so tired. I am so tired and it is time for bed. It is 11:10 p.m. now. I am ready to fall asleep. That is gonna be the end of my night. I was thinking just now, like, did I even do enough in this video to make this interesting? But then I remembered that the whole point of this was to be a relaxing and like unwind type of night routine, not a productive night routine. Like, the whole point is just to relax, and I feel very relaxed. I felt relaxed at 9 p.m. I could have fallen asleep at 9 p.m. But I hope that you enjoyed this video anyway. I hope that it brought you some calming, relaxing vibes. And yeah, so with that is going to be the end of today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you liked it. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you stayed until this point in the video, comment down below I'm a real one because you're a real one. If you want to see more videos from me, make sure you hit the subscribe button. I post a new video every Sunday. And if you forget that I post a new video every Sunday, or you just want to get notified right when I post a new video, make sure you turn on my post notifications. It's a little bell icon so that you never miss an upload and you get notified right when I post a new video. And yeah, I think that's it. Actually, I know that's it because I'm exhausted. Hope you guys all have a wonderful rest of your day, a wonderful night if you're watching this at night, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.